came across something the other day that will really help you to, I think, manage anxiety, actually. If you've got something coming up and you're fretting about how things will turn out, you know, anxiety is a very useful thing, isn't it? It helps you look at all of those scenarios. But the truth of anxiety is that often they are false worries because you're worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. But here's the thing. I came across this idea this week when I was listening to Brené Brown and Adam Grant's new podcast called The Curiosity Shop. And they were talking about this idea of pre-morteming a project. What this means is that instead of waiting until something has gone wrong and you start to review what's happened just after that failure has happened and think, oh, I'll do this better for next time, which, you know, is still very viable and a very favourite phrase of ours in our team. What they were talking about was this idea that you go into a project and think about all of the risks and all of the places it could go wrong and try to think before you've started how you can stop that from happening, what you do if that happens, and just talk it through. The benefits being that actually all those people who are frustrated at the end of the project because they knew this would happen get the opportunity to sort of speak up in an environment that is designed for that to happen. Plus, you tend to find out those things that sit in that risk assessment that you weren't expecting. The question I asked the team the other day was, in 4 months' time when this project is finished and we're sat here with our head in our hands thinking, oh gosh, that went awfully wrong, what conversation are we having? It was so productive. And it reminds me of something that Stoicism brings. Stoicism is like an ancient Greek and Roman philosophy designed to provide a practical guide, if you like, for living a good life, focusing on personal virtue, logic, and having that mastery over one's emotions. And the way that the Stoics would say to manage anxiety or to think about a day is to actually ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? But not in a way that panics you, but in a way that you're like, well, what's the worst that can happen today? This is similar. The pre-mortem is similar. And it was a really good thing because actually it wasn't just something that we had on our own. We shared it with each other and we were able to strategize ahead of something happening. So today, if you're worried about your day, if you're worried about something that's going to happen or you're worried about the rest of the week, maybe just write down what's the worst that could happen. Because in a way, when you write it down, do not catastrophize. But if you write it down and write down some of the things that can happen, you get it out of your head and you can manage that strategy around it. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Everyday Positivity for you. In the meantime, have a great day. And remember, you have 100% got this.
You're locked into a lot of things you can't change. Weather, traffic.
Hey, stay in your lane.
Your wireless carrier's latest price hike. But you can unlock a better way. Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile and save up to $600 a year. Switch to the $25 a month unlimited wireless plan. No contracts, no price hikes, and you keep your phone. Stop being locked into their games. Unlock the savings at boostmobile.com/unlock. Based on average annual single line of payment of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile customers compared to 12 months on the Boost Mobile unlimited wireless plan as of January 2026. For full offer details, visit boostmobile.com.